In the realm of the inexplicable, there are moments that defy logic and plunge us into the depths of the unknown. Such an experience unfolded on the evening of December 22, 2023, in the United States. This narrative recounts a harrowing encounter with the paranormal, where a group of friends, unaware of the supernatural forces at play, embarked on an unsettling journey into the mysterious. Join me as we delve into the events of that fateful night, exploring the eerie occurrences, the palpable fear, and the lingering questions that continue to haunt our minds. The story begins with a seemingly innocuous plan, a pre-celebration party set for December 22nd. Each member of the group had individual plans for the upcoming holidays on December 25th and January 1st. To accommodate everyone's schedule, the decision was made to host a gathering earlier, and the date was fixed for the 22nd of December. Little did we know that this seemingly ordinary decision would lead us down a path fraught with inexplicable occurrences and uncharted territories of the supernatural. The cast of characters in this spine-chilling tale includes myself and a group of friends. Hiroshi, the enigmatic leader of a paranormal investigation team. Akira and Yuki, unsuspecting companions with no knowledge of Hiroshi's unusual profession. And myself, a recent initiate into the world of paranormal investigation under Hiroshi's guidance. Hiroshi, the enigmatic leader of the paranormal investigation team, had become a close friend and mentor. His expertise and experience were vital in navigating the uncharted waters of the supernatural. As the leader, his calm demeanor and quick thinking played a pivotal role in the unfolding events. Akira and Yuki, unaware of Hiroshi's involvement in paranormal investigations, were regular friends, enjoying the camaraderie and lighthearted moments typical of any group. Their ignorance of the impending supernatural encounter added an element of unsuspecting innocence to the unfolding drama. The chosen venue for our pre-celebration was a deserted house located in a fairly populated area. The decision to explore a seemingly abandoned and mysterious location set the stage for the eerie events that would transpire later in the evening. The house, with its decades-old history and overgrown vegetation, exuded an air of mystery and foreboding. Having previously shared my own creepy experiences, I had joined forces with Hiroshi and his paranormal investigation team. The decision to delve into the unknown alongside individuals versed in the supernatural proved to be a double-edged sword. While it offered a certain level of preparation and understanding, it also meant that we were venturing into the abyss with the knowledge that the supernatural realm could be unpredictable and potentially dangerous. Hiroshi, as the leader and my mentor in this paranormal exploration, provided both a sense of reassurance and an acknowledgement of the uncertainties that lay ahead. The dynamics of our relationship added a layer of complexity to the unfolding events, as my role oscillated between being an eager student and a witness to the unexplainable. As the appointed day arrived, the group gathered at a designated location at exactly 7 p.m. From there, we embarked on our journey to the deserted house, the chosen epicenter of our pre-celebration. The anticipation was palpable as we approached the aging structure that stood as a silent witness to the passage of time. Exiting the car, an eerie feeling washed over me. The house, aged and weathered, seemed to hold secrets that time had forgotten. Trees and bushes had reclaimed parts of the structure, rendering it vulnerable to the elements. The air was thick with anticipation as we exchanged glances, unsure of what awaited us within. Hiroshi's nonchalant demeanor in the face of the eerie surroundings added a layer of mystery to the unfolding narrative. The decision to explore the interior of the house, despite its obvious signs of decay, was met with a collective sense of trepidation. Little did we know that the events about to transpire would challenge the boundaries of our understanding and leave an indelible mark on our psyches. Hiroshi and I took the lead as Akira and Yuki followed, the latter carrying refreshments for the evening. Unbeknownst to Akira and Yuki, Hiroshi's role as a paranormal investigator remained concealed, adding an element of suspense to their unsuspecting participation in this otherworldly excursion. Inside the house, we engaged in typical pre-celebratory activities, sitting, strolling, chatting, and partaking in food and drink. The atmosphere, initially charged with a sense of camaraderie, soon shifted as the clock approached 9 p.m. With the knowledge that Akira and Yuki had to depart before 10:15 p.m., a decision was made to conclude the refreshments. It was at this juncture that the ordinary evening took a sinister turn. A subtle realization crept over the group. We were not alone. The feeling was shared, especially between Hiroshi and me, that an unseen presence lurked in the shadows, observing our every move. Unprepared for this unexpected development, we exchanged silent glances, a wordless pact forming among us. No matter what happens, don't panic. The next few minutes would plunge us into a realm where the rationale and the supernatural collided with chilling consequences. Within moments, we heard it, heavy, steady footsteps echoing through the desolate house. The sound seemed to emanate from a mere 10 feet away, sending shivers down our spines. As Hiroshi signaled with his eyes and gestured with his hands, a collective understanding permeated the group. We needed to brace ourselves for the unknown. Hiroshi's directive to pack the refreshments slowly and keep the cigarettes close added an element of urgency to the situation. The air became charged with anticipation as we maintained our positions, ready for any action or reaction that might unfold. The tension escalated as the footsteps ceased, plunging us into an unsettling silence. Hiroshi and Yuki, armed with mobile torches, ventured into adjacent rooms to investigate the source of the mysterious presence. To our collective astonishment, they found no one. Returning to our midst, Hiroshi whispered a cautious plan. Let's wait for a few more minutes. A silent agreement passed among us, acknowledging the need for patience in the face of the inexplicable. Little did we know that the events about to unfold would defy all rational explanations. However, patience wore thin for Akira, whose frustration at the perceived intrusion reached a breaking point. In a fit of anger, he verbally lashed out, hurling insults and curses at the unseen entity that disrupted our gathering. The once jovial atmosphere descended into an uncomfortable silence as we attempted to calm him. His discontent grew as he berated the invisible presence, declaring us cowards and comparing our bravery unfavorably to that of children. In a moment of recklessness, he grabbed a small piece of food and threw it in the direction from which the footsteps had emanated. Hiroshi, poised to scold Akira for his rash actions, found himself interrupted by a sudden and inexplicable series of events. Objects in the room began to fall, items made of bamboo, wooden planks, and more. The atmosphere, once charged with tension, now crackled with an otherworldly energy. Simultaneously, there were forceful impacts on closed doors and windows, not only in our room, but throughout the building. The inexplicable nature of the phenomena unfolded before our eyes, leaving us stunned and vulnerable. In the wake of these supernatural occurrences, the air within the room grew heavy, making breathing difficult. A suffocating atmosphere enveloped us, leading to dire consequences. Yuki succumbed to the overwhelming pressure, fainting in the midst of the unfolding chaos. Akira, already on edge, succumbed to panic attacks as the unseen force asserted its presence. Hiroshi and I, standing at the epicenter of this paranormal storm, felt an unmistakable malevolence in the air. It was as if an unseen entity sought to establish dominance, and our intrusion into its domain was met with a vehement response. Akira's reckless actions seemed to have triggered a chain of events that spiraled out of control. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Hiroshi wasted no time. With Yuki unconscious and Akira in the throes of panic, he lifted Yuki onto his shoulders, while I took on the responsibility of carrying Akira. The act of transporting our friends out of the room and subsequently out of the building, though physically achievable, felt like a Herculean task. Despite Hiroshi's years of experience in paranormal investigations, he displayed uncharacteristic nervousness and fear. The normally composed leader became a beacon of vulnerability in the face of the unknown. In that moment, trust in Hiroshi's expertise wavered, and I found solace in my personal beliefs, praying fervently and chanting continuously as we navigated the surreal challenges. The inexplicable resistance we encountered while exiting the building heightened the sense of foreboding. It was as if an unseen force sought to keep us captive within the confines of the haunted structure. The normal rules of physics and logic seemed suspended, adding to the surreal nature of the escape. As we reached our car, a collective sigh of relief permeated the group. The engine roared to life, and we hastily distanced ourselves from the scene, leaving behind the abandoned house that harbored secrets too ominous to comprehend. The intense emotions of that night lingered long after the physical distance from the haunted location had been established. For the next couple of days, a collective silence enveloped the group, as if the weight of the paranormal encounter cast a shadow over our ability to articulate the experience. The unwritten agreement to avoid discussing the events became a coping mechanism, allowing us to navigate the aftermath of a night that defied explanation. The shared trauma forged a bond among us, as the unspoken understanding of the supernatural encounter served as a powerful and unifying force. As time passed, the shared experience became a defining chapter in our collective narrative. The unspoken bond formed that night transcended the ordinary dynamics of friendship. We were bound by an encounter with the supernatural that defied reason and challenged our perceptions of reality. Hiroshi, the leader and mentor, became more than a guide in the realm of the paranormal. His vulnerability in the face of the unknown humanized him, deepening the connection between mentor and student. The unspoken understanding among the group created a solidarity that extended beyond the boundaries of the supernatural. Despite the passage of time, the events of that night remained etched in our memories, haunting our thoughts and sparking lingering questions. The inexplicable footsteps, the unseen force, and the paranormal manifestations defied logical explanations. The abandoned house, a mere backdrop to the unfolding drama, became a symbol of the mysteries that lurk in the shadows. The reluctance to revisit the topic stemmed not from a desire to forget, but from the recognition that some experiences defy conventional discourse. The supernatural encounter challenged the boundaries of our understanding, leaving us with more questions than answers. In the annals of paranormal exploration, the events of December 22, 2023, stand as a testament to the unpredictable and unexplainable nature of the supernatural. What began as a pre-celebration among friends transformed into a chilling odyssey into the unknown, where the line between reality and the paranormal blurred. The unspoken bond forged among us that night transcended the ordinary, as we grappled with the aftermath of an encounter that defied explanation. The haunted house, now relegated to the recesses of memory, remains a symbol of the mysteries that continue to elude our understanding. As we navigate the tapestry of our lives, the paranormal encounter serves as a reminder that, in the vast expanse of the unknown, there are forces that defy rationality and challenge our perception of reality. The uncharted territories of the supernatural beckon, leaving us to ponder the mysteries that lie just beyond the veil of the familiar.